What up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a FIFA 18 Tots Lukaku player review. Let's take a look at the 94 rated Belgian Manchester United striker, who has got a phenomenal item on this game with 92 pace, 94 shooting, 89 passing, 90 dribbling and a whopping 95 physical. Those are some awesome stats on a 6'3" body with medium work rates. He's left footed with the 3-star skills, but he does have a 4-star weak foot. So I've got, as always, a couple different squad options for you here today. First one is a full-on special Premier League side featuring lots of different FUT items. We've got, well, we literally got all sorts there that you guys can pick out and choose from. However, this is the type of main squad that I was using Lukaku in, as an out-and-out main lone striker with a couple of very skillful and tricky players next to him in Tots Mahrez and the 94 rated prime Ronaldinho. So Lukaku's had a couple of special items during FIFA 18, which are obviously going to help to boost and bolster this overall Tots rating and stats. I think using the basic chemistry style is going to bring you up to 5 out of the 6 actual on-item stats being 90 plus, which is really impressive. And I've gone a little bit further with that. I like the fact that he's already got 94 shooting and 95 physical. So what I wanted to do was use the engine today. You know, that's going to bolster pace and passing, but most importantly dribbling. It's going to give +5 to agility and +10 to balance, which I think is kind of essential. And what I was hoping was going to turn him into a super agile player, and actually that's just never going to happen. And that is probably the first thing that I don't like about Lukaku, and probably the main thing actually that I don't like about Lukaku is that he is somewhat of a clunky player. You're never going to get like agility like Messi or anything on this game. Of course you're not. He's, you know, he's a big 6'3" man, and that's always going to be the struggle. But what I think we did do by boosting them a little bit is make him just slightly more usable, and it adds a tiny bit of extra to his game. You know, the fact that he isn't super horribly clunky all the time, that he's unusable. He just is noticeably not agile, is the way I would put it. But it's the thing that I like least about him on this game. Couple that with only the 3-star skill moves, and it just leaves you with a little bit of extra work to do if you're going to try and create your own space. Now, the final thing is long shots. Now, he's just got a relatively low stat in that department, and that's about the only thing that is down on his overall shooting stats, you know, within the in-game stats. You could boost this, you know, use a finisher chem style or something. You get +15 on them long shots, and that's going to make him a much more viable option from outside of the box. But like I said, I think the engine was a little bit more crucial here. And you can see that every now and again I would score one from just outside the area. I don't necessarily class that as a long shot. I would say, you know, 25 yards, you know, where some players can rifle them into the top of the net. I didn't find to get that success with Lukaku. He was much more dangerous within the box and just outside, hitting the shots with power and stuff. I got a huge amount of success with that. So moving on into the long list of positives then, we start with the sprint speed. He's got 98 sprint speed by default, and we gave that a little +1 with our engine. So he's got perfect sprint speed. Theoretically, get going with this guy and he is the quickest player on the game. Maybe the acceleration halts that a little bit, but it's very difficult to stop a player like Lukaku, who is so big and so strong, like when he's at full speed. And when you're running in that direct straight line or an angle across the defenders, honestly, he's a monster. You know, he's got great positioning, so he's in the right spot at the right time anyway. But added strength to that means if a player does somehow catch you up and put in a bit of a physical challenge there, you can just barge them off and carry on, like just keep going on your way. You know, get them on the floor. They're going to be gone. They're going to be out of here, and you're going to carry on with your attack and run, because that's what he's about. He's about super sprint speed, and he's about strength, and that's what you get. Now, if you're not running with him, he can be that well-positioned target man because of the strength that he's got and the aerial ability, being 6'3", and like the heading ability that he's actually got. means that you're going to win a lot of front post corner headers, and you're going to win a lot of goal kick headers, and just aerial battles in general. And that's pretty useful, meaning that you can have someone next to him that's really agile and really quick off the mark, which is sort of the things that Lukaku doesn't have. And then you've got a fantastic duo there. Imagine Team of the Season Aguero next to Team of the Season Lukaku. I can pretty much imagine that to be one of the best strike forces on the game. He's someone with high stamina that's going to last all game, and actually, although he feels quite clunky, his close control and dribbling is not too bad at all. You're also going to gain assists with a player like this, especially with the high passing stat that he's got. He's actually got the vision and short pass ability, and those little 1-2 passes to create chances are all that you need in game. Finally, that left peg and the right peg as well. The weak foot's strong. You know, you're going to hit these shots with a huge amount of power, and they are going to fly into the back of the net, especially from inside the box. So guys, I think Tots Lukaku's a monster. I think that was pretty much always going to be the case. But after using him for a bunch of games, yeah, I rate him. I really like Tots Lukaku on this game. Question is he right for your ultimate team? Based on what you've just seen, let me know in the comment section whether or not you're going to be picking him up. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.